What is going on, and welcome back to another episode. Today we got this deer head from last week's hunt that we're going to be Euro mounting up. So I've got it all skinned up here already because YouTube doesn't really like that stuff so much. So we'll save you that, but I'm going to show you step by step how I turn that into something ready for the wall. Stay tuned, we're going to get after it. I'm going to bring you guys up closer here so you can see what's going on. Alright, so as you guys see, I've got this all skinned out. Like I said, I did it off camera just because YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff. They probably don't like this very much either. But as you can see, I got the eyeballs skinned out, and I got the lower jaw and the tongue off. Just got most of it up by the antler bases off. So what I'm gonna do is, before I put this in the pot and start simmering it, I like to take some saran wrap, and we're gonna wrap the base of the antlers and then tape it up with electrical tape. This is something that I've seen a lot of other people doing on YouTube, so I figured I'd give it a shot a couple years back, and it works really well. If you want to see the real master doing these, go over and check out Whitebone Creations. Pretty much everything I know I've learned from him, so I figured I'd give him a shout out. But we're just gonna wrap these up past that brow tine there. The dog is like, "What are you doing?" Alright, get this one wrapped up here. And all that's going to do is keep it from discoloring when you got it in the boil. It might discolor a little bit, and I can go through and show you guys how to fix up that discoloration if it does happen. So then after that, I'll just get some electrical tape here and give them a good wrap, just so that saran stays on. Give one up there and one down here by the base. Try and do the best we can to keep them sealed up. But if they do discolor, you can use coffee, or you can use other stains and stuff like that to touch them back up. So we'll see how this one turns out, and if we have to go through and touch it back up, I'll show you guys that. But I've done quite a few of them like this, and they turn out pretty darn good. You know, save $100 here and $100 there on a Euro mount. Adds up to a shoulder mount or some new hunting gear. So I'm just gonna get this one wrapped up. Alright, so I got it all taped up here. I'll show you that quick. And what I got for my boiling setup is just a big stainless steel pot on a turkey burner. Make sure it's a dedicated pot. There's the helper pooch. She's wondering what's going on. I'm going to spin you guys over here. But yeah, that's my setup. It's pretty cheap and inexpensive. I just throw it in the pot. I've used a couple different formulas for degreasing. Simple Green seems to work pretty well. Grease Lightning works well. Dawn Dish Soap works well. Sort of use what you got on hand. I've used about all of them. So we're going to throw a splash of this in there. You don't need very much for the first, but that does help to break down some of the fat and stuff off of the bone there. So I'm going to grab the hose, fill this up, and get it rolling. Alright, so I got this all filled up here. I'm just going to light it up. And you sort of want to start it off just simmering. It'll take some adjustment. I usually run her wide open there for a minute or two. Get her filled up, or get her warmed up. Let's see. Oh, is this guy light? I forget. There's a spot in here somewhere. Oh, we got Gotta turn this on. There we go. Oh, now we gotta light it again here. This is when we lose an eyebrow. Alright, so I got her all set up here, just turning the gas on. Watch out, Scout. I'm gonna light this bad boy up. Or try to. I'm gonna have to take this pot off of here. Get her lit up. There we go. So I'm gonna crank this up to full temp just to get this water warmed up. I'll get back with you. Alright, so I've got it sort of at a rolling simmer there finally. It took a while for that to get warm. But I'm gonna just let it run like this for probably 25 or 30 minutes. And I'm gonna grab the pressure washer and get that ready in the time being. Alright, so this is the pressure washer setup that I'm using. It's a Craftsman 2000 PSI, and the tip I have on it currently is a Ryobi turbo tip. That's sort of the best combination I have found to work. So I'm gonna throw you guys on the tripod. I'll grab that skull out of the boil. Alright, so I got that skull out of the boil there. The meat is just starting to turn brown. Some of the membrane is starting to split. That's sort of when you want to start pressure washing. I recommend you put your rain slicks on and your rubber boots. And all we're going to do is we're going to hit every single little bit on this until it's clean. Takes a little bit of work, but it's going to turn out really well. Alright, so once you got it mostly clean here, you'll see this, see if I can get it to focus, this ear canal piece right here. You want to take a screwdriver and pop that out. It's pretty easy. You just get a screwdriver in there, wiggle it around, and that whole bit will sort of break and pop out. I've got a needle nose here too if that doesn't do it. But you should be able to sort of get all this free. That's going to loosen up a lot of stuff. So you're going to want to do that on both sides, and then this cartilage here in the nose, at least I do, you take and you pull this out and get all that broke free. And then you get back to power washing. So we finished it up here. It's the center one here is the one we just finished up. Those are some other deer and an antelope from some other hunts that I've done the same way. Just a couple of other mounts there as a teaser. But you can see it turned out pretty well. So that's going to be all for today. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. If you want to check out more action, going to be heading to the woods, doing some hunting this weekend. Thanks for watching.